Have you ever wondered how Choo-Choo Charles became, well, how he became Choo-Choo Charles? If so, then you're in luck because today we're gonna be reacting to the origin story of Choo-Choo Charles by GameToons.
This is Uranium Island, a secluded island once known for its lush greenery. But now Uranium Island is known for something else, something much darker, something straight out of a nightmare. This ancient infernal beast now rules over this place.
So one thing I'm wondering, and I was wondering this while I was playing the game as well. If Choo-Choo Charles lives on this island, why the heck hasn't everybody moved away yet? That's the one thing I don't understand. People move away because the weather is bad. People move away because they don't like the roads. They don't like the type of trees in their neighborhood. But for some reason, the people on this island were like, hey, we know there's a bloodthirsty spider train creature on this island, but you know, I haven't paid my mortgage off yet, so I guess I'm just gonna stay here. Why would you do that? You'd have to pay me to live there, and I probably still wouldn't do it. I mean, it depends on how much money we're talking, but it probably has got to be a lot of money.
It's his kingdom, his hunting grounds. But believe it or not, Choo-Choo Charles didn't always call this island home.
Are you telling me this person right here is gonna turn into Choo-Choo Charles? But he looks so sweet and nice. There's no way this can turn into this.
You see, Choo-Choo Charles wasn't always a monster. One of his earliest memories was that of his parents' fatal car accident.
What? Okay, I find it very hard to believe that a car accident is gonna cause this kid to turn into a spider train. A spider train. He's not gonna turn into a spider human. He's going to turn into a spider train. How does that make any sense? We're made out of 70% water. We're not made out of 70% spider or train.
Charles was the sole survivor. Guilt-ridden and completely alone, he had no idea how to make his way through this world.
Get out of here, kid.
Yeah, this place is too dangerous for you.
Then what are you doing here?
We live here.
You live here? On the train?
Yep, we hop trains all across the country. No home, no strings.
Okay, I see where the train part is coming in, but I still don't know how this kid is gonna turn into Choo-Choo Charles. So I'm really curious to see what's gonna happen. If you guys already have a guess, leave it down below in the comment section before you finish watching this video.
No taxes.
Completely off the grid. But that's no life for a little guy like you, so scram.
Wait, did he just say no taxes? Hold on. Where do I sign up?
Charles thought about what the punks had said. Living in a train car and riding across the country didn't sound half bad. After all, everything around him reminded him of his parents. It was unbearable. So he decided he would start a new life on the rails. For the most part, he loved that life. The adventure, the danger. He saw more of the world in a year than many people see in their entire life. It was terribly lonely. He had no one to share his adventures with.
Aw, so this is kind of a sad origin story. I thought this was gonna be scary. So this little kid lost his parents. Now he lives on a train and he travels across the world. And we all know he's gonna end up becoming a creepy spider train monster that everybody's terrified of. I don't know about you, but makes me kind of sad.
The spiders inside the train cars became his family, and he became increasingly attached to them.
Whoa, this guy became friends with spiders. Kind of psycho, buddy.
Looks like someone's sitting in our car, boys.
But I've been living here for the last year. It's the only home I have.
I don't see how that's my problem.
Do people sound like that in real life? Are there people that exist that sound like that? I'm not making fun of y'all. I just think it's an interesting accent, if you know what I mean, and I hope I don't offend you by trying it out. Should I do the rest of the video in this accent, or should I not do that to your ears?
Now, look, I don't want any trouble.
Listen here, pal. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. So
Uh-oh.
if you'll excuse me, I think this car might be under new ownership.
What's gonna
Get
happen?
away from that kid or I'll tie you to the tracks myself and run you right over.
Wait. I didn't even think of that. If this kid, Charles, lives on the train, somebody is control of the train. There's a train conductor. So I'm guessing the train conductor never noticed this kid living here. Or he did notice and he just didn't care. Or he did care, but he thought he should leave the kid alone because, you know, the kid doesn't even have any parents. This is interesting. I wonder when the Choo-Choo Charles bit is gonna happen.
Jeez, old man, we were just kidding.
Now, I don't want to see any of your ugly mugs around here again. You hear me?
Let's get out of here. Trains are lame anyway.
No, they're not.
So you're the kid who's been hopping my train. I've heard about you, but I've never seen you for myself. What's a little guy like you doing on his own?
How does that work? The kid lives on the train. I don't know about you guys, but the train, I mean, there's only a small amount of places you could be hiding. You could be on the train, in the train. I hope you're not under the train, because that could be deadly. So how the heck did this conductor never find this kid?
My parents died. I didn't know where else to go. I'm sorry. I won't bother you anymore.
You know, I sure could use an assistant.
An assistant?
Yeah, a conductor's assistant. Someone to help me out. Make sure the train runs nice and smooth.
Aww.
Yeah, I'd love to.
And with that, Charles began a new life as an assistant conductor on the very train he hopped.
That's sweet.
Charles loved his new job. He loved seeing the world. He loved learning about the train. But most importantly, he wasn't alone anymore.
See, this story is not sad after all. This is actually a happy story. There's no way any of this could go wrong, right?
Hey, you know what would really help? Let everyone know we're coming. Pull that lever right there.
Whoa, I'm so jealous.
Whoa.
There you go. That's my little Choo-Choo Charles.
Charles
always
took to
wanted to
life
do
with his new
that.
father figure right away. He spent his entire childhood on that train as the conductor taught him everything he needed to know. After many years, the time came for a new conductor. Charles' adoptive father had grown old and tired. He knew it was time to pass on the hat.
Wait. So now Charles is an adult. He's running the train. He has an adoptive father. What's gonna happen to the adoptive father when Charles turns into Choo-Choo Charles? We also know how he got the name now. The Choo-Choo thing, whatever it's called. His dad called it the Choo-Choo Charles. Everything is connected.
And he knew the perfect person for it. Despite everything, all the trauma and despair, it seemed as if Charles was going to be able to live a happy and fulfilling life. Then, a dark day came. He quickly learned that his conductor dreams were coming to an immediate end.
Why?
The company he had been working for since he was little was going under. Charles and his train were put out of commission. He was inconsolable.
Wait. What happened to the other conductor? Surely he can, you know, live near him and find another job or something. I mean, he's still alive, right?
Desperate. Life on the train was all he ever knew. What could he do now?
This is Charles.
Hello, Charles. My name is Warren. Do you have a moment to talk? I have a proposition for you.
What?
Warren Charles III was an up-and-coming titan of the mining industry. He was hatching a big plan to build an all-new rail system on the remote island of Uranium. Gold had been discovered on the island, and Warren wanted to take advantage of it before anyone else snuck in.
That's the island where Choo-Choo Charles lived. So now we know how the normal Charles ended up there. This is not good.
The details were fuzzy, and the contract was shady, but Charles would do anything to reclaim his old life on the rails. But Charles made a somewhat surprising discovery. Someone had already tried to build a railway before they even got here. When he asked Warren about it, Warren claimed contract disputes, sudden illness, and the like as an excuse for the former project lead's leaving.
That's kind of suspicious. I feel like there's something shady going on here.
But Charles remained suspicious.
Where'd you get that from?
Scraps, believe it or not. Totally free. You see, our company prides itself on being cost-effective.
But if you cut corners on cost, the materials won't be as...
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you an accountant?
Well, no, but...
Then I'd keep my mouth shut and ride my little choo-choo train if I were you.
This ain't gonna go
The
well.
big day came at last, the maiden voyage. But Charles had his worries. He knew that the poorly constructed railways Warren had commissioned could put everyone in danger.
Wait a second. You see this train car all the way up front? Is it just me, or does it kind of look like Choo-Choo Charles without the face and without the spider legs? This is not good at all.
So, he decided to take on the risks himself.
Mr. Warren, I'd like to conduct the maiden voyage alone, if that's all right.
Sounds splendid. We'll save tons of money without any additional crew.
Wait, so you're telling me one of the reasons why this guy is gonna turn into Choo-Choo Charles is because his boss was cheap? What is this? SpongeBob SquarePants?
Choo-Choo.
It seemed as though Charles' suspicions were confirmed.
Uh-oh.
Though the ride was unpleasant, nothing had gone wrong.
Yet. I mean, I would consider this something going wrong. I mean, if I were to drive a train off a cliff to my certain demise, I would probably categorize that as one of the worst things that could happen to me. One of the worst. So yeah, something definitely went wrong here. Whoa, that's a deep hole. You survived that? How?
I knew it. That Warren Charles is going to pay. No!
Charles crept through the mines in search of any way out. The mine twisted and turned, but no matter what tunnel he went down, he was searching in vain. There was no way out. He was terrified, but what he saw next was worse than he ever could have imagined.
Oh no. The only thing that's worse than being in a creepy cave by yourself is being in a creepy cave with the IRS.
You see, Charles was not the first member of the Warren Charles Mining Company to operate a train here on Uranium Island. Far from it.
Hello? Yeah!
Charles was right. The cut corners doomed each train to fail and fall to its demise.
But wait, if his boss, whatever his name was it Warren? If he wants to save costs, if he's cheap, isn't it more expensive to keep sending train conductors and new trains that never come back and end up in a creepy cave instead of just building a good train? I mean, he's probably lost so much money just being cheap. He might as well just not be cheap and save money.
Conductor after conductor got trapped in the mines and left for dead by Warren. Charles dug through the cars and took what little supplies he could find to survive.
Wait a second, I take that back, because if the conductor never comes back, he also never has to pay him. So actually, Warren is a pretty good capitalist.
But he knew it wouldn't last him long. Hours passed, then a day, then another. Charles knew that he was stranded for good, and that he wouldn't survive much longer. Then, as he took a path he hadn't gone down before, he made another discovery.
Is that an egg? Yo. His last meal could be a fire omelet. All he needs is a way to cook this thing and then add some spices if he can find some. Oh man, after this, I'm gonna make me an omelet.
Charles snatched it up with glee, a potential food source. Charles ate whatever was inside that egg, which proved to be a terrible idea.
Ew.
The spider offspring within the egg entered Charles' body and took him over, making him its host.
What the heck?
For its exoskeleton, the train provided a perfect layer of protection.
Whoa, 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 my mind is blown. Wait. So what you're telling me is Choo-Choo Charles is not a train with spider legs. It's actually a giant spider that uses a train car as armor. Holy crap, my mind has just been blown.
And that resulted in the monster we know as Choo-Choo Charles, determined to get revenge on the people who left him for dead.
Dude, how did I never think of that? It makes so much sense. Of course, it's not a train spider. It's a spider with train armor. That is insane. I actually learned something today.
Unfortunately, Charles' strength was not enough for him to break free, so he decided he must wait. Years passed before Warren Charles Mining Company created a functional train system.
But I wonder what Charles has been eating while stuck in the cave, or maybe he doesn't even need any food sources.
And when they finally did, miners were sent down into the canyon to get to work.
Oh, and then they unleashed him.
Whoa! The miners celebrated, ready to take the riches that awaited them. But then they heard a mysterious noise.
No, don't go investigate it. Are you dumb?
Their greed set Choo-Choo Charles free at last.
Ooh, that looks painful. Ouch. Ooh, that's a bad way to go. Definitely.
Only one man made it out alive. He ran to the village and told everyone of the horrors he'd witnessed. Since that day, everyone on the island has lived in fear of Choo-Choo Charles.
Whoa. And for some